Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching Attack Power Gaming. Today, I have for you Game 1 between P.Uri.Tanner and Luna here in Season 9 of Steel Division League. Let's dive right in. Alright, here we are. We're on Kostritsa. P.Uri.Tanner here is on first Pancerna, over here in the red on Maverick income, and Luna over here on 52nd Sichrungs, also on Maverick. Wow, two very unique divisions that we do not see very often in League at all, especially 52nd. Pancerna with its recent buff, maybe a bit more viable now. 52nd is, well, 52nd, generally considered one of the worst divisions in the game. But yeah, this should be fascinating, especially because, I mean, 52nd is really kind of a balanced division because you only get your tanks and C, but he's going Maverick. Let's zoom in here to Tanner over here with his setup really quick. We have some light support recon car here, Strelsi Peanuts, Sapezi, some Cromwell 6s, and a leader up north. In the center here, some Vickers, some more of those light recon vehicles there. Vickers, some more recon, some Cromwell leader here, Strelsi Piat, two double Crusader AA, and a Cromwell 7 and 6. And down south we have some Sapezi, Strelsi, Vickers, and another recon squad. Over on Luna's side here, we have Pancerna, some Feldjäger, which I believe are just like the normal like police units, some FS Sturm Pioneers, some Flaktruppen, snipers, 85 mil AA, a leader, and a 50 mil mortar. Center, we have a sniper going into the center town here with some 50 mil mortars, a Flaktruppen, some more Flaktruppen, a leader, a Pack 40, and a Flak 36. Some Feldjäger, snipers, and grenadiers, and finally up north some more Fallschirmjäger, Sturmjägers, Feldjäger, Sturm Pioneers, Flaktruppen, 50 mil mortar, and grenadier. So here we go, guys. If you guys enjoy this, please make sure to hit that like button. If you're one of those who is not subscribed, we're trying to hit 4,000 subs. That would be amazing. Thank you for subscribing. If you're already subscribed, you are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Check out that Patreon as well if you got a few dollars lying around and want to help the cause a whole bunch. Thanks, guys. Here we go. All right, so we have a pretty balanced deployment overall. It looks like Luna's going a little bit heavier down south. He's riding Who. He is Luna. He keeps changing his name, which kind of makes it really annoying to cast because I keep wanting to saying Who. That's confusing, obviously. Vickers opening up fire first on this road here. But the 50 more will get away, as will the Flaktruppen, I believe. Down south, we're pretty safe so far. Very easy to get this flag first, so not surprised that he does. Though this Morris, you know, this thing can go basically uncontested here. Fallschirmjäger Sturm Pioneers, not a big fan of them because they're not actually very good at CQC with three of their weapons being rifles. Pack 40 though opening up on this Vickers, and the 50 mil already proving its worth. These Flaktruppen are basically just 15-man rifle squads. It's basically like very similar to like the Mustads, the mustard men, essentially. We have an early recon plane. Kind of odd that wasn't called at the beginning, but I think it's only 15 points. It is legitimately just for some recon. Very quiet up north. It does not look like Luna's gotten his micro there because in the center here has grabbed this flag, making a nice 13-11 to start here. So solid. He's bringing in a PF-19 G6 R6. These are very strong. These are the, I believe, the 30 mil versions. No, it's just the 20 mil versions. I thought it was the 30 mil gun pod one. Flak 36 though, and a Flak 85 down here, so he's going heavy into AA. He's definitely expecting a lot of play out of the first Pancerna, which it needs that. Pancerna definitely needs that, but Tanner's gone very light in the center here, except for the Cromwells. I mean, like infantry-wise, if he loses this Vickers, that flag will fall as well. 50 mil mortar going after this recon vehicle. Is this open top? I don't even know. It kind of is, technically. I'm not even 100% sure what they define that as. If it is open top, the mortar does way more damage and it makes more sense. Still not huge. Again, these guys only have 2 submachine guns actually, so they're really not that good. These leaders, though, is very solid with the double MG, although obviously you don't want your leaders fighting, generally speaking. Pushing in here. Oh, the Feldjägers are the ones with the snipers, so these are the very good. They're not leaders, technically, they're police. Carrier goes down to the Sturm Pioneer. Very nice. Those Flammenwerfers can do some damage to vehicles, especially light vehicles like that. Sniper doing a lot of damage. These are only 15 points, I believe. Yeah, these are absolutely bonkers good. You get them in this division and Panzer Division Tatra. Basically a must-take in these sort of divisions. Not that we see 52nd all that often. Sturm Pioneer getting caught out. It doesn't look like Luna has noticed that. Nope, he has now. There we go. So this is a nice grab so far. Luna doing very well, picking up 2 flags early. And honestly, with 52nd, you kind of need to do that because, again, you don't have much offensive power with no tanks, so you need to grab some stuff early. 15-9 here for Luna. Honestly, very impressive because, truthfully, Tanner has way more offensive power with these Cromwells and stuff. He can push really hard with his armor, but this Pack 40 holding him up big time. Ooh, almost loses that Crusader AA. That would be very bad for him. Sniper gets spotted. Oh, from these recon units here. Luna now comfortable to kind of sit back on his Sturm Pioneers. He lost his flak troop, or they fell back, it would appear. 50 mil more continuing to harass anything it can find. I mean, Tanner's got this nice double tick. And we have a Sexton in already. These being very strong, they're technically 25 pounders, but they have a, like, almost infinity ammo. And now we have the long-range Cromwells coming in here. I forget which Cromwell it is that does that. Is it the 6? Yeah, it's the 6 that has the 2K range and the nice... I mean, it's not great HE damage, but it's solid. For 6 rounds a minute, it works. So, Luna has now lost that central flag to those Vickers. The thing... I mean, I do not like first Pancerna at all. I mean, it has essentially, like, no infantry. It's awful in that respect. And it's all Cromwells and Shermans, which... Cromwells, after their recent buff, are definitely effective now, but they're still not, like, good. They're not, like, a crazy good tank by any means. Sturm Pioneer, I mean, this is like, one of the only situations where it might actually look really good. Going up against the Streltsy that is now stuck out in the open? Yeah, I would think so. So, yeah, get a job, and Luna's going to pick up a double tick again here. Very nice play from him. Tanner really needs to turn up the aggression badly. I don't know why. It just feels like he's playing very slow. Like, very defensively. I could see the Sexton getting a lot of value as the game goes on. He's forcing back this Pack 40, very important. Another Pack 40 already in, though. These AT guns for 52nd are so important. And Luna has grabbed this central flag too, so I mean it's a very solid 15-9 right now. Nope, back to a 14-10. I say that and then he loses it. Thanks Luna for making me look bad. But anyways, I mean, we have more flak trooping coming in. I don't know how many of these come in the card. I don't play or see this division at all, so I really don't know anything about its numbers. Tanner has built quite an armored armada here. I do know for 52nd, one of its main AT weapons is its Ju-87s, which is why Tanner's brought in all this. We brought in the double AA. I think he lost one of those Crusader AAs. Because he definitely brought in 2, and I only see 1. Crusader AA being an okay AA piece. It's not incredible, but it is 2 20 mils at once. And whenever you put the weapons together, they're actually far more effective. 85 mil... taking on this Vickers. It's bad, though, that it revealed itself. That's definitely a problem. And this Pack 40's cut out. That's really bad. He needs these badly to kill off the armor. Having essentially no armor himself outside of, like, light vehicles here and there. MG42, unfortunately, getting caught out. The 50 mil trying to lay down some smoke to defend it. Does not get it in the right position, though. He's laying down some more to try to create a wall for his reinforcements. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's bad. That's bad. It's very bad. Luna's still holding that 14-10, though, and it doesn't look like he's losing it anytime soon. The most viable grab back would be this flag here at the moment. But he is making a push down south to try to take this southern flag, but Luna's dug in here like a tick, honestly. I mean, honestly, the middle is wide open. If he just pushes hard here, he might be able to just push right through. That Pack 40 going down there really mattered, but now there is another Pack 40 here, and basically 2 Pack 40s moving into position. If he can kill off those Cromwell 6s and kill the HE support, these other Cromwells will go down quite easily. Recon being positioned really nice to find all of these Pack 40s. Otherwise, they'd be able to pick off these tanks one by one without any risk, essentially. I'm kind of surprised. We're back to a 15-11. That's not what I'm surprised about, but we're back to a 15-11 because the central flag fell again. The Vickers being knocked out. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen that Ju-87 yet. Sexton does take out that Pack 40, though. That's a big kill there, because if he kills off the AT stuff, this is a lot of armor. So, like, a single Flak 85 is not going to kill this off, and neither will, like, a single Pack 40. He really needs multiple AT guns to do a lot of damage. These Flak Troopen, I mean, they shouldn't do that well against Streltsy, because Streltsy are using Brens, which are automatic rifles, and will fire within that 100-meter range. MG42 getting caught out. Luna getting outplayed at the moment, actually. It kind of appears like this is what Tanner's been playing for, is just to build up to this point. He is at a big point deficit, though. Remember, in these mirror income matches here in League, there's a 50-minute time limit, so falling way behind on points early can be really detrimental. Grenadiers can definitely beat these Streltsy when they catch them out, even with the double Bren. Brens are just so bad at actual long range. Back to a 14-10 here. Feldjäger trying to stop this Vickers out in the open. 85mm moving back into position, missing its first shot. Oh, I feel you, Luna. This is my life right here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, the nice thing is it is disheartened, so it's going to run away immediately. It's not like it's going to sit there. Can it get out of range in time? It does. We got tracks broken. The Pack 40 taking some nice shots at that Cromwell 7. Does take it out, but now the Cromwell 6 is taking shots at that Pack 40. Does it have the range to take anything else out? Killing that leader would be nice. It will slow down the rate of fire on these units. Nope, it looks like it was aimed at that Cromwell 7. Scout car does go down. As small as that seems, that actually does matter. Cromwell 6s weren't able to get a line of sight on this Pack 40, and it does take out that leader. What a kill! Oh, that matters. That matters a lot. Sexton finally coming in to suppress that. There's really nothing actually holding this flag. These light AT guns kind of moving in. We do have some Panther Ds. We're in Phase B. The first tanks you get in this deck are one singular card of Recon Panther Ds in Phase B. And then in Phase C, it's all Panther As. So let's see if Luna can put these to use. I have to wonder if his Ju-87s are coming in B. It would be insane if he did not bring the Ju-87s. I don't even know like what he'd be thinking if he did not. Scout car spots out this leader. That's really bad. He does move it in time. Luna's defenses, though, getting broken down in the south. Up north, though, he's quite strong. There's really... The Sapezi are like the only CQC unit the first Pancerna have, and they're not that crazy good. Like, I mean, they're sappers. They're like basically the usual Russian Sapezi. Which is not bad. I mean, I shouldn't say that. They're not like that at all. They have Piats and stuff. So no, they're not like that. They're closer to the like French out of the first DFL, just worse. They're just much worse because it's not a bazooka. Does take out the recon vehicle. Killing those recon off is, again, really actually important. You can see Tanner backing off his assault now because he does not have much recon anymore, and his armor push is basically unsupported now. Panzerschreck, and he catches other scout car out. Very nice kill there. And Tanner actually kind of running out of recon. Weirdly enough. And when you make big armor pushes like this, it's actually really important that you retain your recon. We have a big bulge here. It's not going to last long, at least it shouldn't. 50mm mortar doing its damage up north. Luna being on top of these 50mm mortars, doing really well with them. These vehicles, though, can be quite a pain. Like he doesn't really have any AT on any of these infantry, so unless a Grenadier gets in range, he doesn't really have a way to kill those vehicles. Could be problematic. We do see the Panther Ds have arrived. Quite deadly here at range. 2,000 meters, of course, 185 millimeters of penetration. Quite quick, and they have the high optics from the recon trait, so that's really nice. But again, his southern flank has been broken down, though. Luna still picking up that 15-9 here now with both these flags grabbed. He's creating quite a salient for himself. Taking on these Saperzi a little bit. Did they already throw? They must have already thrown. There's the boom. Trying to get in range of with his flamethrower. He's trying to stay in range with this flamethrower. Is he going to do it? He is. Wow. That was a play. Oh my goodness, guy. Honestly, I would never personally think to do that. I would have run like a little coward immediately. And he's like, forget it. Going for the hero. Sturm Pioneers, again, with those rifles, they can actually do a little teeny bit of damage at range. Still not great, but can do something. Carrier Dow, though, can't really be hurt by any small arms fire. And Luna is just keeping the pressure on here, kind of hopping back between a 15-9 and a 14-10. Of course, Tanner desperately needs to keep that 14-10 so he doesn't burn out too quickly here. Already about half down. A little bit more, perhaps. Panther D's engaging in the center now. Spotting out some of those infantry. Taking out the Vickers here. That's nice. And honestly, these Cromwells and stuff don't really have any chance of penetrating these things. No. As long as they're facing forward, they cannot penetrate these Panther D's. He might, if he catches out that Crusader AA, that would definitely suck for Tanner. But Tanner closing these kind of like dumb flags to be losing. And his light vehicles starting to show their worth because they're just kind of holding flags and, you know, there's just not a lot of AT now. There will be now with these Tarsavanori. I'm sorry. Tarsavanoriu. I'm doing my best. I'm sorry. I have never actually seen this unit in combat. But these guys have AT. So with these dudes out, and these guys are only 15 points, they're very good 15-point units. Like, there is positives to 52nd, and its weird collection of infantry is the bonus. You get a lot of course, extremely unique, but subtly powerful infantry. And we see the big issue here, even more so you lack infantry in 1st Pancerna, and the bigger issue is the infantry you get has to essentially be unvetted just to have enough to function. So you have these unvetted infantry going up, even against bad infantry with vet, it's still not great. This light AT, these Pack 36s here, are so important for Luna to be able to try to take out some of this light stuff. But right now, it's kind of out of position. Not kind of, it's completely out of position. Piot, I'm scared to see what he's going to try to do with that. I've not really ever seen a Piot sneak, so it could be interesting. What a line of sight there. I'm not sure what he's trying. I mean, does he may know that this AA is here? But other than that, I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve by grabbing this forest out here. I guess maybe just to apply pressure to this central flag here. He's taking out the Vickers. Going all the way. Will he get it? He's got a lot of stress. He does get it. Oh, what a kill. What a kill. And the Sturm Pioneers pushing through. We now have some Fallschirmjägers. That's one of the other beautiful things about this division. You do get a card or two. I think just one. One card of Fallschirmjägers. So you do get this like weird mix of obviously basically the best infantry unit in the game with some of the best garbage infantry in the game. I hate to call it garbage, but that's the short way to say it. Disheartened meat sacks that die. Pack 36 moved out to try to catch some of his light stuff out, but unfortunately goes down then to the Streltsy. Unfortunate loss there. He does need those, like I said. And just this... I'm not sure what Tanner is doing. My god, if there was a JU cluster. Oh my goodness. 17-pounder moving in, though. Did not kill either of those Panther Ds. Luna very on top of moving these Panther Ds around. Brings in 2 mobile wagons, despite the fact we've seen no air power other than a recon plane out of Tanner at all. And now we see 140 mil off map. These are quite solid. I think they come in with 3 charges, I believe, making them very strong. 130 points, though. Definitely not cheap. We're about over halfway through B phase with Luna still in the driver's seat here. Tanks are now popped out again. Panther Ds, though, catching out something. Both missing their early shots. I'm not sure how they're seeing that. The lines of sight on this map are kind of screwed up, I'm not going to lie. There's definitely something wrong with the lines of sight on this map. I feel like I've gotten shot through things that definitely did not have line of sight before on this map, too. But, anywho's. We have Pioneers in the woods here. Tanner just trying to stay kind of annoying here with troops in this forest. Just to continue to create these weird bulges to grab these random flags in the back. Not Tanner, excuse me, Luna. Luna making a huge push south. Look at him go. If he can take out that 17-pounder, that would also be a huge kill. Pack 208 hopping out before it dies. This is a ZIS-2, I believe? Yes. Yes, most definitely. This is a ZIS-2 gun, captured ZIS-2 gun. Center, though, we're definitely seeing some problems here for Luna. Uh-oh, he needed that Panzer Shrek kind of bad, actually. There are no infantry there. He's bringing in some reinforcements. He needs them. This Piot is attempting a big loop around, but there are flat troop and Luna calling this right. I don't know if... I'm not sure if Tanner tried to sneak something around earlier, or this is something Tanner does all the time. I'm not 100% sure. Panther D's catching that Cromwell out. Nice kill there. He definitely needs to start breaking down some of the armor that Tanner has. And yep, some more nice kills here. The double Panther D was a huge call-in. I mean, when you think about it, it's 300 points. I mean, that's massive. That's a massive commitment of points. Fallschirmjäger showing their absolute power again. How much are these things worth? These Cromwell forts, 60 points. All right. Fallschirmjäger's 40-point infantry. They're as much as light tanks are. And usually they're not as worth it as light tanks are, but they're still the most powerful infantry in the game, pound for pound. There's no other infantry like them. Essentially sporting like 4 machine guns, with 2 of them being able to fire at sub 100 meter range. These Panthers are taking some damage. He has to be careful, and Tanner's making a big push in the center here. I don't recall seeing the off map come down anywhere. This Feldjäger caught out. Panther Strike's coming in everywhere. He must have called at least 2 cards of those. Falkenwolf, we see some air power. Whoa, what a bombing there. Picks up the 16-8 now because of this strange bulge here. Another bulge over here. Oh, the Fallschirmjägers with their Panzerfaust 100% capable of killing this stuff. Oh no, these Cromwells are in a horrible position. Oh, Luna just needs to walk like 10 meters north and he will start popping these tanks. What is Luna doing? They're free kills, man. Oh, good lord. Wow, Tanner is so lucky right now. Once these Streltsy get in, he at least has a chance of keeping these tanks alive. Up north, the lines are this is a mess. This is an absolute mess. Fallschirmjägers do not capitalize on these easy kills. That is a serious bummer for Luna. Falkenwolf with their rockets killed a commander. Oh, I guess this division doesn't have JUs? I guess I'm wrong. Okay. Again, like I said, don't know this division very well. Snipers caught out Mobile Wagon out in the open. Uh-oh. That would be a big loss. Again, not that Tanner's shown a lot of air power, but still. This is the F288. This is one of FK288. This is one of the best AT guns in the game because it's an artillery piece with radio. It's pretty nuts, actually. It's a Dis 3, but it has radio, which makes it just infinity better than the normal Dis 3. But it looks like it's going to die here. These Flamer units are very, very strong. It's easily the best infantry unit in First Pancerna. Double Fallschirmjäger, though, here to stop them, but he needs to start killing these tanks, these vehicles. Sappers are going to catch this Panzerschreck out. Oh no, oh no! Yeah, that's the issue with not having auto cover on. Alright, does take out that Cromwell. That's huge, but he hops back out to hide, but hops into the Sappers. I know, I'm not... Inzerzi? I don't know. Sorry. Inzinerzi? I just don't know. The scout car getting way too close. That was overly unnecessarily aggressive. Back to a 12-12. What a swing back. Panzergrenadier goes down. Armor pushing across. The Panther D's way out of position. I shouldn't say out of position. They moved because of these 17-pounders. He's just kind of left these infantry behind, which means we're going to continue to see these weird bulges. Both players just kind of ignoring troops and pushing. But Tanner still on the burn here. Only 8 minutes left, but he's recaptured his town here, sort of. Basically, it's hard to say because again the bulges are so strange. Pack 208, the Zis 2 here, catching a couple tanks out. Whoop, whoop, and now we have the 85 mil back, takes out the Cromwell 7. Another Cromwell goes down with a Jagdpanzer 4. These are absolute houses for this deck. I believe you only get them in Phase C, but there's essentially nothing in Pancerna other than the 17-pounder that can kill this thing. 85 does go down though, the combined arms of these tanks, but now they're just taking a beat. He lost 2 or 3 tanks there. I believe the Cromwell 6s are now dead. They are. And those are massive. Actually, there's one right here. Incorrect code. This Fallschirmjäger way out of position. This was horribly positioned. He could have killed some of those tanks and killed a lot of these infantry out in the open. So big micro mistake there by Luna. Fallschirmjäger, though, still absolutely dominating at range. He does not have infinite of those, so he has to be careful. Sexton, no, that's the Cromwell 6 doing that. Still 13 level though, despite this very strange front line. This is quite the game. Gotta tell you, I have not seen such a mess of a game in quite a while. Panther D's aiming at what, I can't be sure. Probably these flamers. Yes. This is too heavily damaged. Jagdpanzer 4 again can kind of just... Oh no, it cannot. Uh-oh, 17 pounder. And it does miss. You notice when I play that never happens. 17 pounders hit the first time and then every time after that. Wow, it actually bounces. Holy crap. This thing's got 170? Yeah, 170 millimeters penetration. Jagdpanzers have a ton of armor, but even so, that's a very lucky bounce. And he gets out of range? He lost sight of it? I don't understand why this isn't still shooting. The Sturm Pioneer can pop up here and easily kill us, but still, there's a whole mess of armor here still. Pack 208 does take one out. It's not going to be able to take all these out. At 1 health, it's going to go down here. Does get a nice shot off. Gets a pen. Will it get the second pen? It looks like it. Takes another one out. Each one of those that dies is a big loss for Tanner. We are now pretty deep into Phase C. Now, both players having the same income, but if we zoom out here, we can see a lot more blue, I believe, than red. The other thing is, too, a lot of Luna's infantry is still dirt cheap. So he can still call in a fair bit of infantry despite getting into Phase C here. He also has an okay Air Force going on, while Tanner has essentially none. We've seen little to no Air Force from him. Panthers up north now, trying to support there. Again, the problem is, 1st Pancerna doesn't really have a lot of ways to kill a lot of this armor. And I can't believe I'm saying that 52nd has the superior armor. I mean, it's really surprising. Finally, we see a Hurricane come in. Jagdpanzer 4 hanging out, trying to find it. We have an 81mm mortar. I believe that probably shot at some infantry, but I haven't really seen it super active. But it looks like now the infantry of Tanner has been pushed back out of this town, and these TARs will have Savanori. They do have AT, so he's going to kill this off map. And I don't remember seeing this fire many times. It fired at least here once, but big loss there for sure. If he didn't use it all, that's a massive loss then. Jagdpanzer 4 in position now to block some of that off. The TARs here kind of stuck out trying to recapture this flag, which they do, but they won't hold it because they're pinned down again. Cromwell thought... Oh, did he kill the Panthers? Did we miss the Panther deaths? Is that oh my goodness. The Piat. I think the Piat did it, everybody. Wow, I can't believe I missed that moment. I am so sorry. And this is why I have to constantly be zipping around. Everyone gets upset because I scroll around so fast. But the thing is, then you miss huge moments like that. Because that is huge. The fact that those Panthers are dead is massive. Because that's just a huge number of points. And that's a number of points that Luna's going to have a really hard time getting back again. And now the Cromwells are basically free to roam. But Luna has made a big push up in this northern area and really has secured a lot of territory quite significantly this time. It's no longer like the bits of troops surrounded by other troops. He's got a lot of troops going on here. Fallschirmjäger is going to wipe out these, and Tanner really cannot suffer these losses. He needs these superior infantry desperately, and he's engaging them at really bad ranges here against units that desperately don't want to fight at close range. Yeah, and I think Luna's got the north here pretty secure now with those infantry dead. And it looks like he's going to recapture the northern part of this town. But Tanner has grabbed this flag now. Oh, the 50mm mortar trying to fight back against this Cromwell. Panzergren getting in. Oh, I really thought I was going to get that Panzerfaust off. Down south, the Cromwells have re-grabbed this with some infantry, with the help of some infantry here. But we have a whole batch of Pioneers and Grenadiers coming in. The thing is, there's not a lot of AT. That Jagdpanzer's all you've really got. These infantry's still hanging out down south. But Tanner's down to 3 minutes. Even on the single tick, it's not like that's a double tick time. So I mean, Tanner can balance it out, but then he only has 20 minutes to like, basically squash Luna. He's going to have to get at least a double tick, if not a triple tick at times. That's a big stretch. Cromwell 5, taking out some of these units here. But again, we see the difference in infantry power. I mean, Tanner just does not have the infantry to push through. His Jagdpanzer 4 coming in. He needs to turn, though. His side armor is revealed, and that's really the only way he's going down. Oh, but the Cromwell 5s do not spot him in time, and now these Cromwell 5s stand absolutely zero chance against this thing. There goes one. That Cromwell 6 is honestly the only way they can kill him, and that's just if he gets lucky that there's enough HE damage on this thing to finish it off. But that it seems unlikely. Sextons continue to pound away, but now the 122 is actually firing back. Honestly, to me, it seems, against this division, it seems kind of a waste of time because you know their artillery is Sextons, and he can just move it. Doesn't mean you won't get lucky, but Cromwell 6 takes a pen. The infantry just blobbing forward and are going to absolutely wipe out this singular flamer. Jagdpanzer 4 takes out the Cromwell 6. Tanner too slow to back that up. That's a huge loss, and all his armored forces in the south are gone. 14-10 again. And it looks like we are coming to the end. It's going to just take one more flag to bump it back to a 15-9. There's that one more flag. And now we only have 1 minute left for Tanner. Luna, I mean, really an impressive performance. He does not notice this Jagdpanzer getting peppered here by this 17-pounder. It's probably going to go down, but it doesn't really matter. He's taking all the armor out. And that's what you want your Jagdpanzer 4 for. This 17-pounder, my god, I wish they sucked this hard when people use them against me for once. That'd be magical. Tanner does get back into this north, but another 15-9 achieved here from, well, the south here, and, oh, yep, down south over here. 16-8, and basically this spells the end. This Falkenwolf gonna just put down some AT rockets here. Oh, loses sight. Interesting. But it's gonna be enough anyway. Yeah. Quite the game between two really out there divisions. Yeah, I mean, this is nice to see. People complain a lot that, like, oh, we only ever see, like, the top two divisions. Well, here you go, guys. These are two divisions that are not highly rated whatsoever. Brawling it out. 30 minutes and 16 seconds. Excellent game to Luna. Sorry there to Tanner, but game well played. 3,445 kills for Luna versus 2,180 kills here for Tanner. We hop over here real quick. Cromwell 6 doing a lot of damage. That's the HE version there that was in the middle. Cromwell 5 getting some kills as well. Yep. Okay, 17-pounder did take out. Okay, so it was a 17-pounder that took out those Panther Ds. It was not a Piat. Okay. We did not miss anything too exciting. Nothing else incredibly strong there. Over here, 85 mil taking out some stuff. Pack 40 doing some good work, fine work too. Panther Ds. Luna, I gotta give him credit for his micro of these things. They were all over the map, and that is the one bonus, having faster tanks. You can do that. Pioneers, wow. Pack 208, the Zis 2 basically got some nice kills. Falkenwolf got some value as well. Another Pack 208 doing a good job. Yeah, the Jagdpanzer 4, these things are an absolute house against most divisions, and especially against Pancerna. So yeah, great match. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch for making it to the end. You're a hero, and have a fantastic day.